Okay. Oh, crank angle sensor. That's what it needs. I've got plenty, I just forgot where I put them. Now, we do a lot of racing when we can. We've got the two cars here, almost ready to go. The second one's a bit broken, but that's okay. I was on the internet.
Have you been on the internet again? Yes, I have. And I found this. Oh, God!
In particular, I was on Marketplace, because where else are you going to find race cars for sale that you shouldn't be buying? And with Marketplace and my 105, I noticed that the XL prices have significantly changed in the last couple years from what I remember. There was a time where these little Korean hot hatches were selling as built race cars and championship winning or state winning cars for $50,000, and people were actually spending $50,000 to go and buy an XL and race it. Now, this is obviously a massive minority, and a lot of people made fun of it because who wants to spend $50,000 on a car that cost $13,000 drive away back in the day? So why are XL race car prices dropping, and how can you get behind it? Well, let's talk about it. Now, everything comes down to supply and demand, and you've probably noticed with all the XLs for sale, there is a lot of supply for these race cars and probably not as much demand. What's been happening quite recently is that a lot of people either jump away from XLs as a learning category for young drivers, and they will skip to another category. So we've got a massive demand at the moment for the Toyota 86 Scholarship Series, which has 40 plus cars at grid capacity. And a lot of young people are probably ending up going to the 86s, and obviously it costs a bit more to race than XLs, but it's still in a budget where people can afford it, and will say, hey, let's just jump straight to Scholarship Series rather than going down the route of XLs. There's just way more demand where you can pick where you want to race, and a lot of these older cars that have been built are just kind of sitting there waiting to sell. Now, there's everything from your basic roll cage built second-hand motor to your full-on built motor, welded cage, all the nice go fast bits. So you can invest so much more money now in buying one of those cheap logbook cars and investing in making it quicker. Look at the XL market compared to the Toyota 86 market. So the Scholarship 86s you probably see, there is not many for sale, and there's a huge demand. All those cars, even in rough conditions, are selling for $55,000 to $60,000. There's a huge demand for them, which XLs really doesn't have anymore. I have also noticed that the demand to go racing in different states has changed a lot. I feel like South Australia's got really strong numbers, and it has been for quite a while, but other states like Victoria, they have multiple different series that are involved. It's very hard to pick where to go, and some of them get decent numbers, other ones get really bad numbers, and they end up having to cancel events. I mean, best case, what you'd wish for is that everyone just race on the same grid, and it just gets a bit complicated and the numbers just dwindle, which is disappointing, but it is also very confusing. So I've saved a bunch of adverts, and the ballpark figure, if you really want to buy an XL race car built, is anywhere from $15,000 to $25,000, and $25,000 can get you a really quick car. Some of the cars I've seen on the market are actually front-running cars with the right driver in them. Looking back when 2 years ago, buying a car for 25 grand was going to get you something that's quite average. These days, you can get a really, really neat car with a good engine package. So why is this a good thing? Well, it's pretty straightforward, but the barrier for entering XL racing has become so much easier when there's so much demand for cars out there. If you don't want to build your own car, it's so easy to buy a vehicle now that is affordable and be negotiable on those prices that are still existing. Because a lot of the cars that I've seen have not sold or have taken months to sell. As the buyer, you're going to find a good deal getting a car right now. So if you are looking at buying an XL race car and you've seen a bunch of these vehicles on Marketplace or on My 105, this is probably what you want to look out for. Make sure you check the logbook and the race history. The car should have a booklet which tells you all about what it's got or what it's done, if it's been involved in any accidents, which they all have most likely. Chassis damage, big thing to look out for on these things. They're quite easy to pop the bonnet and see what's been bent in. But the big selling point overall, if a car's worth a bit more than the other, is engine and gearbox condition. I mean, if you can find a car that's already had a built engine, or it's obviously done really well with someone else driving it, then you're finding a pretty good deal. Now, a variety of different states have their own XL race car builders. I know here, Mrs. XL Garage, he can build full-on cars, or you can buy rolling shells with welded in roll cages. So you've got a variety there to do the DIY stuff yourself without the hard stuff of welding a roll cage up to specification. It's an interesting one because, you know, we've seen XL prices drop from what it is from where it was 2 years ago. Every build is different. Every car has a different quality to it. But for the people that are out there looking to go racing, it's really a beneficial thing to find a car right now with so much demand out there. There's so much variety, so many options, and I'm sure it's going to bring a bunch more people into circuit racing. If you've got any questions about these XL race cars, leave them in the comments below, and if you're looking at buying an XL right now, it's probably the best time to do it. Thank you for watching, like and subscribe.